Hello everybody and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Red. Today we're going to be down here in the Thaumcraft area yet again. We're going to be working, furthering our progress into Thaumcraft. Off camera, as you can see, I did go through, I killed some more zombies and found some creepers, turned on our spawner and killed a bunch of skeletons as well. I also made some mixed crystal clusters here, just to add some more stability to our runic matrix. There are other things that we can do. In fact, I do plan on putting some stuff up on the ceiling, hopefully in the near future here. But for right now, this should give us the stability that we need just to complete the few things that we're going to want to do. So, off camera, I also made up a bunch of stuff. I made up some more arcane stone blocks. I made a couple of crucibles, a couple of furnaces, some silverwood planks, which is just broken down silverwood logs, just like regular wood. Grab some buckets, some glass panes, a couple of levers, some slabs, some regular glass, grab some more gold, some wood, a couple of dispensers, some great wood planks, and a couple of shards. Well, the first thing that we're going to need is we are going to need a couple of pieces of thaumium, which I do not think we have any or have found any. So we'll check our AE system. There's none in there. Check up here. No. Down here. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Pick that up. Nope, no thaumium down here either. So we're going to use the crucible here. And if we look at the recipe for thaumium, let me get the book out here, alchemy, right there. It is 4 praecantatio with 1 iron ingot. Well, that's not so bad, because if we look, shards have 2 of whatever aspect they are, 1 praecantatio and 1 of the glass. I forget the name of that right off the top of my head. Which, you know, yeah, that's going to leave us with some leftovers. But normally I would use ender pearls, but if we take a look real quick at ender pearls, you will see that there's just an absolutely crap ton of stuff that is on them. Of course, that's not going to work. You need to come in here and get an ender pearl. There we go. So yeah, an ender pearl will leave us with 4 alienus and 4 iter per ender pearl that we use, and we need 4 praecantatio to make 1 thaumium ingot, so that means we would need 2 of these ender pearls just to get the 4, which would leave us with 8 alienus and 8 itor. With this is going to leave us, unfortunately, yes, with 8 aqua, but only 4 of the others, so you know, it's a little less wasteful this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to hope that we don't get, you know, any nasty stuff with this. But just in case we do, we're just going to kind of block this off a little bit here. Make just kind of a nice little, you know, corral for things to go. Just in case, because, you know, we don't want to make a mess. And if we do make a mess, we want to be able to clean it up easily. So we're going to take about half of these, and if we just dump them in, you'll see that they go in there. Take our iron, dump it in, and voila, there's 1 thaumium ingot. And just as I said, you know, the vitreous is in there. We've got 4 of it, and we've got 8 aqua. Now we can do it again, or we can empty this out, but if we empty this out, we have to wait for the water to boil again. So, you know, you can stack up on stuff in there, but you don't want to do it too much, because if you do too much, then it's going to spill all over the place. It's going to make a mess. And as you can see, some stuff is already starting to break down and change a bit. So let's go ahead and throw 4 more shards in there. Our iron. There's our other thaumium ingot. So now we can take any wand. It doesn't matter what kind of wand it is. And if you shift right click, there we go. It will release all of those aspects, which is in the form of flux. And this stuff, as long as there's not a lot of it, you can get away with just a couple of blocks. There we go. And we've cleaned up our mess. So now we'll go ahead and just grab a bucket, because we're going to need this, you know, later on as well. And we can refill that. So for now, you know, it'll just start bubbling away. So over here, I am tired of running out of capacity on this wand. This wand only has 50 of each V aspect in it, and we only get an overall 90% average V discount. I want more discount. I want more V storage. So we are going to look into making a silverwood wand core, which requires a silverwood log, a balance shard, and one of each other shard, and 9 of each primal essence, as well as 9 praetantatio. That's just to make the rod. We're also in the process of making right now the thaumium wand caps, which requires 5 thaumium nuggets, which is just, a thaumium ingot broke down. But then we need Salus Mundus in the ritual over there, in the altar. So we're going to break these down and get our 18. Then we do something like that, and there we go, we get our 2 thaumium caps. Now we're going to hang on to these thaumium nuggets because we will be using them later on as well. We will be making something even better than what we're currently working on. But first, we got some prep work to do. So we've got the thaumium caps out of the way. We are also going to need, I don't know why I cleared that out, an alchemical furnace. Well, an alchemical furnace is fairly easy to make, fairly straightforward. It's just a crucible, which we've already seen how to make, a furnace, and some of these arcane blocks. Well, we can do that. Let's go ahead and make one of those for right now. No, you know what? Let's make both of them, because we will need the other one at some point in time. And for now, let's just go ahead and set this up. Oh, I don't know. Let's say right here. And we will move this torch up there. So cool. Now we have a way to smelt stuff down. We can put whatever we want up here, and some sort of fuel source, charcoal, coal, charcoal blocks, coal blocks, alumentum, if we have it. And it will break down and it will put it in this tank. Well, that's good, but how do we get it out of the tank? That's where we get arcane alembics. So for an arcane alembic, we're going to need a V filter, a little bit of iron, a bucket, and a piece of gold. Well, now you guys see why I have all this stuff on me. So we have a bucket, and we're going to make about 3 of these. So, but first, we actually need the V filter. So we'll take our planks, take some gold, and we get 2 V filter per. Well, that's perfect. We really only need 3. That's fine. So we will put our 3 V filter there, throw in our 3 buckets, 3 pieces of gold, and fill this in with our iron, and there we go, we get our 3 arcane alembics. Well, what do these arcane alembics do? Well, I'll show you. If we come in here, and let's do this as well. We're going to make some labels. Labels are really easy to make. It's just some sort of black dye, a slime ball with some paper to get 4 of them. Let's grab, I don't know, about a half stack or so. That's about all we need for now. So, if we get some sort of fire, some sort of burnable substance, we'll just grab some charcoal for now. And we put charcoal in there. And let's take out, say, a 1/4 stack and put it in here. We will see that it quickly, well, fairly quickly, burns down the charcoal and starts filling this internal buffer here with potentia and ignis. Well, that's good, but again, we can't get it out. That's where, like I said, the arcane alembics come in. If we pop 1 down, we can see, hey, there's the potentia. So now it is pulling it out. If we go 1 more, we'll see that we got potentially there, and we've got the ignis going into there. Cool. If we were to go 1 more, it would continue up. Now these labels, they say jar labels, but they work for everything. If we take a label and we just right-click it on the arcane alembic, now it is saying to this arcane alembic, you can only accept potentia, and you can only accept ignis. Cool. So we've got that going. but they're in here. And that doesn't do us much good. I mean, we've got 17 up here, 18, it's still climbing. We got 23 here. See, it's slowly boiling down and turning into a gas. And that's where the gas is going, is up here. So how do we capture that gas? Well, we are going to need some quicksilver drops. So we'll drop just a couple of pieces of quicksilver. We break that down, we get quicksilver drops. There we go, 45 is more than enough. And we come over here and we build some tubes. And we want the Essentia tubes. There we go. An Essentia tube is just a gold nugget, a couple of pieces of iron, a piece of glass, and a quicksilver drop, and you get 8 Essentia tubes. Oh, cool. We can do that. Let's break down a little bit of gold here to get some nuggets. And there we go. And we'll grab just a small handful, about a quarter stack should be plenty. And, you know, even if we wanted to, we could just take the rest of these quicksilver drops, turn them back into the quicksilver. Even these gold nuggets, you know, just for the sake of space. So there we go. We've got that taken care of. And now we can take the Essentia tube, and we can place, say, one right over here, and we can place one right over here. Well, cool. We have a way to get the essence out of the alembics, but it's got nowhere to go. Or does it? Well, if we take a look, these are called jar labels. I wonder if there's a jar. Sure enough, there is a warded jar. A warded jar is made with some glass panes, wow, and a wooden slab of some sort. Well, that's why I made all the glass panes here. So we'll make, yeah, why not? Let's say about 9 of these if we have the aqua, which we don't, because it's going to take, well, we might. Let's see here. Hey, go back in there. There we go. It's going to take 0.9 per. Yeah, we might have just enough for all the 9 of these. There we go. So we'll grab this out. We'll come over here to our nodes and just kind of top the wand off. So I do hope you guys have been having a good week so far. I know I have been having a decent week. It's been getting really hot where I am. So I hope you guys are staying cool as well. And I do apologize now if there's any background noise in my audio. I've had to, you know, start turning on fans and stuff like that just to keep cool while recording. Normally I turn them off, but unfortunately it's to the point now where when I record, yeah, I still have to have them on just because it's getting too bloody hot for me to record and not have some sort of airflow going on. So cool, the wand's all charged up. And if we take our warded jar and we place it right under here and right next to here, we can see that they quickly start filling up with the Essentia. Cool. And it starts groaning and moaning. It's all natural. And what we can do then with these jars is we can slap a label on each of those jars, and now this jar will not accept anything but Ignis, and this jar will accept nothing but Potentia. Nice, right? So now we can break these jars if we want, and if we go, say, right over here, we could even go right on top of these zombie heads if we wanted to, because they have to be within 12 of the runic matrix, and they do not count towards instability, which is the nice thing. So there we go. Now the the runic matrix can reach these jars and pull the Essentia that it needs. Well, if we look, we need, for our wand, our core, we need 9 air, 9 aqua, 9 ignis, 9 ordo, 9 perdito, 9 terra, and 9 praetentatio. Oh, that's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. So, what can we do to simplify this so that we don't have to waste a bunch of aspects, because otherwise we're going to have jars all over the place with all different types of aspects, and it's going to get messy and sloppy. That's where our Essentia crystallization comes into play. An Essentia crystallizer will basically take any aspect that it gets and turn it into some sort of crystal. I believe I told you guys about this in the last episode. Well, let's go ahead and see what it takes to make one of these. So let's come over here and we will bring up crystallizer, if I can spell it. There we go. And the Essentia crystallizer takes 2 balance shards, a couple of pieces of ingot, some sort of wood planks, 2 of them, an Essentia tube, an arcane or an alchemical construct, and a dispenser. Well, the dispenser is a vanilla object, just some cobblestone, a bow, and redstone. No big deal there. But this alchemical construct, what does that take? Well, that takes some great wood planks. Okay, I think we can do that. It takes some Essentia valves. Well, what are those? Oh, well, that's just an Essentia tube with a lever. So we can do that. So let's get 2 Essentia tubes here, a couple of levers. There we go. There's our 2 valves. We're going to need 1 more set of filters, just like that. And what else do we need for this alchemical construct? Just some great wood planks and some tubes. Well, we should have all that on us. Yeah, we sure do. So there's our alchemical construct. Cool. So we've got the alchemical construct. Well, we have everything else that we need to make this, except for the balance shards. You might be thinking to yourself, Red, how do we get balance shards? Well, that's a very good question. We'll go ahead and we will start filling in the recipe here. Yeah, I was correct. Just so that we get a little bit more room in our inventory. Something like that. Couple of wood planks down here. Couple of iron. There we go. If we take a look at the recipe, balance shard. A balance shard is 2 of each primal aspect and 1 shard. Okay? But if you notice, it's not just any aspects or any shard. Here, we need Ignis, Aqua, Terra, Perditio, and Ordo, and then we have to use an air shard. If we use a fire shard, we have to use everything but Ignis Essentia. You see in the picture here? Here, we use everything but Aqua, because Aqua is in the water shard. So, whatever shard we decide to use, we need the other 5 primal essences inside the crucible to make. Well, it just so happens I took a look at some of our supplies here, and we've got an absolute buttload of water shards. So let's go ahead and use water shards for this for right now. So we'll grab a couple of water shards. So that means that we need to come up with Ignis, we need to come up with Terra, we need to come up with a lot of different things. Well, I made some sandstone, and the fancy stone bricks have 1 Perditio. Okay, cool. So if we're going to want 2 of these, we need 2 per. That means we're going to need 4. So let's grab 4 of those. And we can start putting some of this stuff away in here, just because we're not going to need all of it. Also, don't forget, every time you make something, scan it. So that way, you can earn points. And of course, I forgot to do that with the thaumium ingot. I'll make sure to get one the next time around. So there we go. There's our warded jar. We've already got that. There's the alchemical furnace. Silver wood planks we got. Alright, cool. And we should be able to come over here and stand the stuff that's in here. Essentia tube doesn't have anything. The alchemical construct. There's the dispenser. Let's grab this so we can do the alchemical furnace, which we already got. And cool. Okay, so there's our Perditio. What can we get for Ordo? Well, let's take a look here. Ordo. Oops. Ordo right there. Well, we can use lead or steel or... Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, what's going on? This was completely unexpected and unplanned. It's going to pass just off to our east. Well, great. Not gonna lie, that kind of startled me, guys. I was not expecting this to happen. Another F1 passing off just to our east. And hopefully it stays over there. I know a lot of times they like to turn to the west. You know, and hopefully it won't. Hopefully it'll keep up there to the east, and it's not going to. It is turning on us. This is not good. Yeah, it turned. Not much, but it did turn. Alright. At least it's only an F1. Could be far, far worse. Wow. That definitely got the heart racing, because I was not expecting this at all. There go all the blocks. And here comes the lag, of course. That goes with it. It's still continuing off to the east, it looks like. So it looks like we're gonna dodge a bullet yet again. But still. Not by a whole heck of a lot, as you can see. It's just rip kicking that terrain apart over there. Still an F1. As long as it keeps going over there, doesn't decide to try and turn around on us, we should be okay. Well, it's down to an F0, so it is weakening. That's a bonus. There we go. Well, it's out of our range now of the sirens, so that's okay. We should be safe now. Ay, ay, ay. We just cannot catch a break from Mother Nature. No, we can't. So, okay, where were we? Now that oh yes, making some balance shards. So if we come in here and we looked, we saw that also raw plastic has some ordo in it, but it's got quite a bit of other stuff in it, which it also has some preditio. So you know what, I'm going to save that, because if we can get something that has a lot of aspects in it that we don't have to worry about, you know, yeah, we're going to be left with, you know, 4 per shard of that, that hammer there. Again, I forget the one, Fabrico, I believe, is that one. Just came to me. So, you know, yeah, we'll have a little bit of Fabrico left over, but overall not that much. So, and that's going to take care of Ignis, Ordo, and the Preditio. So now all we need is some Arum and some Aqua. Well, if I remember correctly, I believe sugarcane takes care of both of those, with just a little bit of herba left over. Well, even at that, we don't need the, we don't need the Aqua, but we do need the Arum. So that's actually not going to work, because we're going to need Terra. Well, Terra is actually really easy. Just grab some dirt for that. There you go, and that's got 2 per, so that's perfect. We just need 2 pieces of dirt to do everything. So there's our Ignis, there's our Ordo, there's our Perdito, and now we've got our Terra. What about string? Does string have... of course we don't. Well, maybe if I spelt it correctly. String doesn't have any. Let's see what has some arum in it. Or some air, rather. Feathers. And really that's about it, because we really don't want to grab anything that's also going to have aqua, considering we're using aqua shards. So let's see how we're doing on feathers in here. Yeah, we got some feathers, and we can grab about 8 of those. So cool. That should give us our balance shards. So if we come up here, we can take 4 of these. Or not. 4 of these. There we go. 1 dirt. 4 of those. 1 shard. And hey, look at that, a balance shard. So let's do that recipe again. Come on. Throw it in. We're getting a headache from some research that we've done. There we go, there's our 2 balance shards. And that's why we can't see what's going on, because we don't have our gear on. So there we go. See how badly filled up this is. Yeah, it's got some junk left over in it, but you know what, that's okay. You know what, there actually might be... Nah, there's not enough to do anything, so we'll just right-click, create a mess, of course. And see, this one was a lot bigger, so we're going to need to use quite a few more pieces of cobblestone. But that's okay. And there we go. Now we've got our 2 balance shards. So if we come back over here, and we put our balance shards in, we get our Essentia Crystallizer. It's going to take 13.5 Terra, 4.5 Aqua, 4.5 Ordo. That's fine. We had it in the wand. We're doing okay over there. And we've got some more pipe. However, I think we're going to need just a little bit more pipe than that. So let's grab, say, 2 more of those. 2 more pieces of glass. We've got the iron on us, and we got the gold nuggets. So, Essentia tubes. Grab 2 more of those. Okay. So, we just made this, right? And it was all nice, neat, fancy, and, you know, it did its job. But we are going to make this system kind of obsolete, just right off the bat. We're actually going to move this chest over just a little bit here. There we go. Because this is getting completely torn down. I know, but Red, you just built it. Yeah, I know I just built it, but trust me, guys, this is going to be so much cooler and so much better. So let's go ahead and build a little hole right back here. Something like that. And we will come out, say, right here. Perfect. Couldn't have done better if I tried. And we will take the Essentia tubes. And we will run the Essentia tubes right through here. And bring them out. Don't worry, guys. We'll, you know, make all this look nice and neat again. It's just, you know, it's a work in progress right now. So we gotta deal with what we got for the moment. So there's that. And actually, we don't need the dolly anymore, so goodbye, dolly. We will go like that, and we will bring the Essentia tube out like that, because now what we can do is we can take our alchemical furnace, we can put it down there, and then we can take our arcane alembic and put it right there. Alright, cool. So, what are we going to do with this crystallizer? Well, this crystallizer can come and it can live right there for the moment. Now, here's the exciting part. We can take a chest. We can spell it. There we go. Let's go ahead and put the fuel back in this arcane alchemical furnace. And you know what? Let's get those ender pearls that I was talking about, because we need more Praetantatio. Because we're going to want some more of these, I have a feeling. So let's grab, I don't know, say about a half stack of these. Sure, sounds good. If we put these in here, they will quickly smelt up. No problem. Well, instead of going in here, if we look, now it's coming down here to the crystallizer. And this is going to take a very, very long time, as of right now, to spit out that that crystallized essence. But when it does finish, it will spit it out and everything will be good. So let's go ahead and grab a couple more feathers. We can spell. And some more plastic. And we'll get rid of the salt that we don't need, which I will clean out of the system a little bit later. And we're going to need, what else do we use? Oh, dirt, of course. There it goes. It just spit it out at us. And there it is in our inventory, taking up room. So, to prevent that, we can very easily just take a chest, pop it on the end, and there we go. Now it'll spit it out directly into the chest. But again, this is slow. So we're going to, of course, forget our bucket. So let's grab a bucket here real quick. Fill that up. Not fall in, because that's no bueno. And we're also going to need a couple of water shards, like that. We've got a full nasty inventory, which we will take care of very soon here. And we're just going to do all of them at once. So we need our plastic, feather, dirt. There we go. So we need our feathers, our dirt, our plastic, and our 2 shards. And why did it not? Sometimes it does that, guys. And why it does that, I do not know. Because it should have. You know, I did it exactly how I was supposed to. And it just loves to eat crap sometimes. Just because. And it's very, very irritating, because then you start getting, you know, a bunch of essence inside there that you don't want, don't need, and it just starts making a mess all over the place. So, but we'll deal with it this time, you know, because I may have made a mistake. Okay, so what do we got in here? We just really need air in there. Yeah, that's all we really need is air, so we'll drop that in there. But you know what? I'm not going to take the chance. I'm going to do the full recipe. There we go. And now we're going to have a buttload of mess here to clean up. Get our wand, right click. And there goes all the nasty flux all over the place. Oh, that's not at all what I wanted to do. Stop that. There we go. We'll break all that down. Let's come over here, and we will try and quickly make another alchemical construct. So we need 2 of those. We need 2 of these. There we go. We need another one of these. Cool. And then we should have everything else. Insufficient V, of course. That's not a problem though, because we can just come over here and top this thing off for the moment. Right now, you know, yeah, this is, you know, the slow way. We will find a way and get away very quickly. that reduces our need to do this, if not entirely eliminates it. So there we go, we should be full up. Yep, we are. So there's that, and there's a second crystallizer. So what we can do is we can pop that crystallizer here. Now instead of one, we have two of them working. And we can grab another chest like this and pop it on there, and they will happily just, you know, slowly crystallize this stuff. So next episode, guys, you know, I will work in between episodes here to get more materials that we need, because we're going to want this to go a heck of a lot faster than what this is doing right now. And we have a way to do that, and it involves this node right here. So stick around. I will see you guys next episode, and we will start crystallizing essence fast, quick, and in a hurry compared to this snail's pace right here. If you like the episode, make sure that you hit that like button, as well as the like button on any other videos of anybody that you watch on YouTube, because it helps them out. It helps me out. Not only does it let me know that you like my content, but it lets YouTube know that you like my content, and they will, you know, throw me out there more, so more people, you know, can see me, see us, and enjoy our content as well. Also, don't forget to, you know, share liked videos on social media. Twitter is a great place, Facebook, whatever. If you think that your friends might enjoy it, feel free to share any of our videos, mine especially. I can't talk for all YouTubers, but, you know, we do this for you guys. So I will see you guys in the next episode. We will continue on with Thaumcraft. Hopefully Mother Nature will cooperate with us and stop throwing tornadoes our way, but it is what it is. Take care, guys, and see ya.